Today we will be discussing linear and nonlinear functions. The things that make the functions linear are variables cannot have an exponent larger than 1. Also, variables cannot be multiplied, divided by each other, and variables must be a numerator. So, there are simple rules that will get you through algebra, and here are some examples. Yeah, okay. This is nonlinear, and this is linear. Why? Because linear has a word line in it. Line. It has the word line. Line. And this is a curve, and this is a line. So it will be helpful, very helpful. So remember, when you're always thinking about linear, make sure it has to be a straight line going through. So here's one of our examples. Which function is non-linear? Now on this one, there is y equals 2x, and then on this one, y equals x to the second power minus 4x to the third power plus 5. Now I'll let you look at this, remembering that only the variables cannot have an exponent larger than 1, and they must be a numerator, so go ahead and switch that up. Alright, so that should be enough time for you to figure out that the bottom one, y equals x to the second power minus 4x to the third power plus 5, is nonlinear. Ooh, surprising. Alright, next one is y equals 2x to the third power plus 7 times plus 7x, sorry, minus 1, and then the next one is y equals 5x plus 3. So, remembering also again that you have to have a numerator when you have a variable, and it cannot have an exponent larger than 1. So, just go ahead and look at that for a while. I can already see which one. It's the top one, my friends, because this is larger than 1, and you cannot have that in a variable. So which function, again, is nonlinear? We have y equals 2, parentheses, x minus 3.5. And the next one is y equals 0.6 plus 0.x to the fourth power and plus 2. So, remembering that you need to find the one that is nonlinear, and there's an easier way to remember which one's nonlinear, which is the one that has the larger exponent, and that is the bottom one with y equals 0.6x to the fourth power plus 2. So, it's an easy way, that's how I remember it. Next one is y equals 2/5 x to the fifth power minus 4x minus 4x to the third power plus 5, and then there's y equals 3/5 x minus 5 plus 2/5 x, and we're just going to look at that. Can you see it? I know I can. Alright, so the answer is the top one. Why? Because it has an exponent larger than 1. You have a problem? You just made me mess up. Edit that out. We can edit that out. Okay, back to that. Okay. Next, yes we can. You can delete it. It has you delete certain parts out. I'm gonna kick you. Alright. Y equals 4x. And then the bottom one is y equals 4x minus 1 plus 2x. And that's, my friend, remembering that since there are no exponents, it has to be divided. It cannot be divided by each other, and they have to have numerators. So you can look at that. So the answer is top. Why? Because...
Hang on just a second, I made a grammatical mistake.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh,
the X goes up there.
Keeping my cool. Keeping my cool. Okay. Keeping my cool. Okay. So on this one, y equals 4x to the power, x power. Y equals 4x minus 1 plus 2y. Now let's look at that. Remembering that x is an exponent, but we do not know if it's larger than 1. So now the answer is y equals 4x. Why? Is because x is unidentified, and we do not know whether it is bigger than 1, so we just really hint it. Take a hint. Yeah, so. Next one is y equals 2.4 parentheses 5 minus x parentheses. And then there's y equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x to the second power. So we can already really tell, if you remember, the exponents cannot be larger than 1. So that's how I remember it, and I believe it is the bottom one. So, and you always want to make sure, you can always identify the answers with which one's nonlinear with if they have a second power. So yeah, and I'm going to also give you some other hints. Now, so whenever you're doing nonlinear and linear, you always want to make sure x and y cannot be divided or multiplied by each other. They cannot have an exponent larger than 1. And we're skipping on to the next one, my friends. Smile big. Smile through the pain. That's what she said. Okay, next one. So funny. Okay, next one is x and y. X and y. Yeah. Okay. 1, 21, 6, negative 2, 11, negative 6, and 17, negative 10. The bottom one is negative 3, negative 1, 1, 3, and then the bottom one, on the bottom line, is 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, my friend Kaylee is going to explain it to you because my friend is not good at explaining it. Dun 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 Yeah. Psych. Hey, there's Titan. There's Adriana. There's yeah. Stop it. I'm the guest star of today's show. There's no daily show. This one. I'm gonna go ahead. What you looking at? Okay.
You guys didn't show me this. You didn't show me his part.
Alright. So, what you can tell is that this one is linear. Wait, just pause it. Our guest star is coming.